Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with day number 5 of this crazy holiday tech gift guide giveaway extraordinaire. If you guys are just tuning in for the very first time, I've been taking a look at tech in every single price range. Yesterday was under $100, today is under $200. This is where we're getting to some price ranges for that special someone. The extra little kicker, you can win a random item from today. Just make sure you leave a comment down below. Check that first link in the description. And on Christmas Day, December the 25th, I will be doing that randomized draw for one lucky person of every single day of this episode series. So 7 winners, 7 days. I think I've hit every single point, but let's get to our very first item today, under $200, which happens to be a smartphone. And in my opinion, the best smartphone that you can get for this price range. This is the Moto G4 Plus. Obviously a phone for Motorola, now owned by Lenovo. It doesn't have the highest end specs that you can get, but I think for what you're paying, you get a 5.5-inch screen. It is 1080p, an octa-core processor, laser autofocus on the camera, pretty decent internal hardware specs, and when you pair that with the software experience from Motorola, which is almost stock Android, you get a very quick, responsive phone for half the price of other competitors. Throwing every single thing at this device, whether it's multitasking, playing heavy 3D games, unless you have this and then other flagships side by side, you really can't tell too much of a difference. The only area where you might be compromising a bit is the build quality. The back is plastic, it doesn't have any extra give. It is nice that it has metal wraparounds, which do give it a premium feel, and maybe the camera. As long as the light is good, you'll take pretty decent snaps. When you get into a bit of low light, that's where things get a bit hazy. But for $200, you're getting a brand name smartphone, not some device you've never even heard the name of, and it does perform like a champ. Perfect for someone that's getting their first smartphone, or someone that doesn't need all the bells and whistles of a flagship. The second item on today's episode might be one of my favorite pair of headphones of 2016. These are the Sony H.Dot ears. These, of course, are wired, and that's totally cool. They come in this very dope colorway of Viridian Blue. For any of you other Pokemon fans out there, Viridian City. They do sound great, the fit is super comfy, the bass isn't too heavy, the mids aren't drowned out, and all of the ranges are actually pretty good for what you're paying here. And maybe my favorite feature, as I always seem to be traveling, they fold up, come in a nice little carrying case, and if Viridian Blue doesn't happen to be your color option, they have, I think, 5 or 6 other choices, so make sure you check these ones out as well. Speaking of traveling, if you're in the market for a power bank that is massive, 27,000 milliamps of juice, this guy is from Charge Tech. It's essentially a portable wall outlet. It has a wall outlet charger right there. So you can actually power a laptop, run a TV, anything that uses a wall outlet, this guy will charge. This might be perfect for someone that's going off the grid, going camping, going to a festival. You could actually make a ton of friends using this thing. It isn't too big or bulky, it fits into any pack, and maybe even talk to a couple of girls that need to charge their phones. Tech being used as an icebreaker. I love that. Gets my seal of approval. Next item on the list has to be the 3DS XL. And as I get a bit older, I find that I don't game as much. My gaming time goes here while my YouTube time is somewhere up here. And those rare instances when I have 5 to 10 minutes to play, I do find myself playing classic Nintendo games, probably a ton of Zelda. The 3DS XL is still my favorite handheld device. There just is something to say about physical buttons that you can't emulate over on a smartphone. Plus you got the classic titles like Super Mario, Zelda. Since I'm a huge Zelda fanboy, this has to be my go-to device. Item number 5, under $200. This one might seem a bit strange, a GoPro stick costing this much, but this is essentially the holy grail of GoPro sticks because it has this guy at the end. Right? This is called the micro jib, and it essentially can create panning shots once your GoPro is attached. Use the little control stick at the end to get silky smooth pans, and this actually adds a ton of production value. And I know it's slightly expensive, but if you're that person that uses your GoPro a ton, buy this guy once, you'll never buy another GoPro Pole again. Plus you've got that added versatility of the fluid head on the end. And item number 6, last one from today's episode, this is the Leaf Bridge, essentially a storage solution for your iPhone, as long as it has a lightning port at the end. So this guy is 128 gigs, so this could be perfect for someone that has a 16, 32, maybe even a 64 gig iPhone that has filled the space on their phone, their iCloud is full, they're not ready to buy a brand new device. Simply slide that guy into the bottom. Now you can transfer all of your files from your phone to the bridge. And if you want, USB on the end, transfer all of your stuff right to your computer. Or if you want, just store them on this guy. All right, I think that will wrap up today's episode of Best Tech Under 200 Bucks. And I hope a lot of you got some pretty sweet gift ideas for that special someone. Remember, you can win a random item from today. Just check that link in the description and be sure to leave a comment. I will catch the rest of you on December 25th, but hopefully in tomorrow's episode as we have Best Tech Under 250. A lot of pricey stuff on tomorrow's episode, so you definitely don't want to miss out. But regardless, I will hopefully catch you somewhere else on YouTube. Peace.